Oh
You
man,
can
all right.
take my pride, you can take my dignity, but you will not take my patch.
Don't take my soul patch.
When I do cut it, I'm gonna cut it right here, so it's just like the white part.
So you gonna cut the this part
I'm
here?
gonna cut all the black. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be like just the streak in the middle.
That's fucking weird. Anyway, oh my god, I fucking hate you.
Oh, hey.
All right.
All right. Wait, do I like look at you like this? Like, wait, is he over there? Do I like look like
Oh
this?
man, we are kind of looking at.
Hey, you. What's up, buddy? High five. Wait, hold up. I'm looking. Wait, I am looking.
Nah,
at
it doesn't
like,
go over his
oh,
face. I made it smaller so it's in the middle between us. But yeah, all right, let's go.
Oh, if the chat words came like right in the middle, bruh, fire.
I already have it. Yeah, that's how it is.
Oh, never mind. Shh. Everybody.
That's how it is.
All right, guys. We are ready to pod. What's happening?
You're an idiot. The YouTube one goes over his face. What? That's weird.
Why you trying to cover me, bro?
You mean on the mobile? I'll fix it later. Because it's not doing it on my screen. I don't know.
Now I'm confusing myself because okay. It's hot in here. About to take off my hat.
We're just gonna start with a cold open one of these days. Hello, and welcome to episode 41 of the SuperWeapon podcast, the most overpowered podcast on the internet. It's your boy Darius the Artist, and I got my guy DC here with me today.
Guys, it's finally happened. I have a face.
Man.
I have a face.
He is not.
I'm here.
He is a real person. He's not just a ethereal voice floating in the ether.
I have a face.
We have given Nice a body. We were able to,
and as I promised, illustrious beard. It's here. Needs a little trimming, but it's here. And we got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
My guy. How you want to start this thing off, my guy?
Let's ease into it, man. It's been a long week, man. For those of you guys not listening on or not watching on the live version, we finally have our guy DC on the screen, man. The man, the myth, the legend himself.
The camera? Wait, there it is.
It's gonna look like my right on the screen, but technically to my left. Looking at the homie, saying what's up. We got a pretty.
It's still a work in progress. We're
man, but you know what? It's nice. I like it right here, though. This is nice, man.
Yeah. We in there.
Definitely good to have you on, man. Like visually, the man behind the myth. But yeah, man, we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. We're not gonna really do the typical gaming news that we kind of stick to sometimes. Sometimes we like to break away and talk about other things that are very important. I like to think. So this week we're going to be discussing the Twitch town hall that went down on December 16th. That was this past Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and pull up my notes.
And before we get started, I just wanted to say that for me, this isn't going to be just burn the house of Twitch down. Twitch is, I think this just really illustrates and highlights a larger issue in the content creation industry as a whole. And I really want people to be aware of the things that are going on and what the potential future of content creation could look like based off of this town hall. Besides to just, I'm mad, I'm angry, the angry hot taking reaction. I know you have some pretty strong feelings about what happened and what was said. So it was about I think it was like a 2.5 hour town hall meeting where they discussed things.
You will definitely be the cooler head to prevail. Me, man, you know how you kind of meet the legend behind the myth and you're just kind of underwhelmed? Yeah. Actually, this was my first time hearing the Twitch CEO actually speak on an issue. Maybe I missed a few things in the past, but I never really recall that much of an interaction with him per se, but just to hear him talk during his town hall meeting, it was a lot of things that I sensed, and none of them were really good. It just seemed like another going through the motions, trying to save face. And to me personally, it just kind of came off as, I'm just going to throw something out here to save face, and we're going to move on. This never happened, and we're going to continue back to business as usual. Maybe I'm wrong in feeling that way, but yeah, that's me personally. That's how I felt.
Right.
So I'm going to leave this up to you to kind of segue through this and break down some of the
talking points.
The talking points of it, and I'll just chime in. I watched the video a couple of times, and I spoke to you on the phone about it. We texted about it, and I didn't take too much away from it. I just feel like it was a dog and pony show, so to speak. Like, hey, we're gonna have this town hall because we feel like it's up to us to give you answers to these questions that you've been asking about DMCA. But I just felt like they dropped the ball. Like, yeah, they covered it, but it was a lot that they just left out there for people on the platform to leave open for interpretation of whatever that might be. Like, people are echoing my same sentiments, so I don't feel too bad with my hot take, because on Twitter, it seems like a lot of the Twitch community is echoing the same sentiments. So how do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel about...
I feel like if I could sum this up in 2 words, this particular town hall to me was incredibly tone deaf. Because this all started from the whole DMCA issue that's been going on. I want to say it's been a little over a month. I mean, it's been going on for years, but it really started to get heightened over the last month and a half, with a lot of streamers and content creators getting hit with strikes from various entities within the music industry. For me, this just really further illustrates a lot of the feelings that I've had about Twitch and a lot of the larger streaming platforms as a whole. I'll say that much. And this really it's really prompted me to look at what I do on content creation as a whole, because for those of you who don't know, once again, if you guys just tune into the audio version every week, we were streaming on Twitch. I was streaming on Twitch specifically, and we were recording podcasts live on Twitch since like February, since we started. But over it's been about 3 weeks since I've streamed on Twitch, and I've just kind of... Initially, this was just an experiment for me to try out YouTube, but I think as a whole, I'm gonna just, for the foreseeable future, be done streaming on Twitch. And this is not to say I think YouTube is better or Facebook is better, or this platform takes care of their content creators better than this one, X, Y, and Z. I just... I want people to really understand one thing about Twitch, and that is, it is forever and will always be a business first.
Yeah, that's with everything. And I think people need to, at the end of the day, people really need to realize that before they kind of jump and make a rash decision, specifically switching platforms.
Yes.
Like, it's research, and every platform has its pros and cons, right?
Right.
So it's something that you just have to research. Even in your case, in our case, coming here, maybe it just seems like a better fit. It's not to knock the next platform,
right?
But you got to do what you feel in your heart is best for you and your audience. The same way Twitch is going to do what they got to do, what they feel like is going to pay the bills, or at the end of the day, you can't take it personal,
right?
Because it's all business. Like, you got to think, and I'm not defending Twitch because I'm a little mad at them, and that's okay. You get a little mad, but you got to understand, they got shareholders and stuff like that. Everyone has someone to answer to. And if
Exactly.
the
You know,
machine not making money, then somebody's going to pay.
and you know, contrary to popular belief, and we're gonna get into some of the things that they talked about. Not to, you know, get too far from that particular topic, but contrary to popular belief, you know, Twitch it's not very profitable. It doesn't make a lot of money.
Oh, not at all.
Which is why, you know, one of the big things they talked about was
Ads.
ads and AdSense. And, you know, I think what the biggest issue for Twitch is, for what I believe, is they don't educate their community on how to essentially make money or how to run ads. Because in the past, you've had larger streamers, some of the platform's biggest streamers, tell people to run ad block, tell people not to, or they just won't run ads in general, which is why they started forcing ads on everyone, because they need to make money. And I mean, even down to what was it? Twitch Prime used to be ad free. You used to have ad free viewing. That changed this year because they're not making money. And you know, it definitely left a bad taste in my mouth when like I said, the messaging just wasn't there for me personally, and for a lot of people. It seems like, you know, the whole thing with the DMCA, you know, I honestly don't think that there is going to be a solution coming anytime soon. And once again, no platform is perfect with DMCA right now. I mean, if you get caught playing pretty much like a second or 2 seconds of a song too loud on a YouTube video, even if it's mixed in with other audio, you're going to get a strike on your channel. But the one thing I will applaud other platforms with is Twitch. You know, while YouTube will give you like a DMCA warning or something, you'll usually get like a warning before you get a permanent strike. On Twitch, it's permanent strikes. 3 strikes and you're out. You're done. I just feel like a lot of their rules and a lot of their policies are outdated. And there's a reason why they haven't made any deals with the music industry yet. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, Facebook has done it. A lot of the Facebook partners can play licensed music that has been whitelisted for their platform. Right. There's a reason behind that, because they spent the money to do it. You know, and I really
that's a talking point. It's so much in what you just said right there. And they said even during the town hall that they were quote unquote working on something.
They did. Yeah, they said that, but I don't hold too much stock in it.
Thing. I mean, well, yeah, because it's Twitch. It's Twitch, so to be a little apprehensive about it makes sense. Twitch is at a point to where they have, with me personally, they have to show and prove on a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And as Twitchers or people who, you know, stream on Twitch, it's like I'm trying to think of a way to say this. Like, you kind of got to keep a balance. Like, they got to be open-minded and realize that this is going to take time. Think about all the music and all the record labels or whatever they have to reach out to, they have to talk to, they have to have meetings with, they have to get with certain artists and see who owns what. That's just a lot of work. And the reason why YouTube and places like that, or Facebook gaming, are ahead of the curve is because they started this a while ago.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube,
remember
honestly,
when they was having trouble? Remember when Twitch, this is nothing new. All the signs was there for Twitch to kind of get this under control before it got to this point. But Twitch just kind of let this snowball, you know?
And now we're here. And they're just continuously putting Band-Aids on the larger issue. Like with the one that really got me was they implemented the feature to where you can unpublish your VODs and your clips and stuff. Like you can make them not public, but that still doesn't account for the problem that you can still be struck on those things because they exist on Twitch's server somewhere. And we've seen on Twitter, plenty of people have said, hey, I deleted years worth of content and I still got a strike for something that happened, you know, like a clip from 2 years ago, or, you know, yeah. I still have, there's history, the data and the history is still there. And You know, once again, you know, I want people to, instead of just being angry about it and giving hot takes and saying, oh well, you know, Twitch, I'm gone, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm out of here. You know, educate yourself on these issues, because they're not just going to persist on Twitch. This is a industry wide thing that's going to change, because, you know, with COVID and everyone being at home and how big streaming has gotten just in the last like 9 or 10 months, you know, more eyes always equals change. And a lot of the rules that existed before are going to be like standardized. You know, it happens in every single industry. Every new industry that pops up, it's niche at first. Everyone's kind of just doing their own thing, and then somebody, then the rules change. Yeah, like, and these aren't just like rules that the music industry is made up, or something that they thought was cool to do. These are like federal laws. Like, these have been in place for decades, like decades at this point. And like I said, one thing people need to understand about this industry is that it is always going to be a business. And if you want to call yourself a content creator, if you want to say you're doing this even as a mid-level hobby, you know, you need to educate yourself on the things you're getting yourself into. Other than just, I need to buy the best equipment, I need to worry about numbers, I need to worry about how many people are gonna watch me.
And that's a big problem with streaming.
Mm-hmm.
As a whole, that's a big problem with streaming. You have to really, really know what this game is about if you want to play it. It's like, you see that pun? Y'all see that? It was just me? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, if anything that you want to invest your time into, you got to do the research, man. Mm-hmm. If you want to just jump on and stream and just have fun, that's cool. But as a content creator, if you're looking to take things to another level, I advise that you really, really, really do the research. You would be surprised how many people at my job, family, relatives, I explain to them that streaming is just not someone sitting on a couch playing games. And it's almost, streaming can almost suck the fun out of gaming. If you want to be honest,
it definitely can. It can take your passion and turn it. If you don't keep
yourself in check, it really can take the fun out of gaming, because you start worrying about numbers, viewership. Like, I mean, I was talking to a fellow streamer about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I took my view counter off because it was distracting me."
Same. I hide it. I don't even look at it anymore because it's bothersome.
He was just like, it's these things that I explain to people outside the community that, yeah, you know, people deserve respect because it really is a real job. It's a form of entertainment. It's no different from someone looking at a basketball game or football. Right. You're tuning in to someone's channel to be entertained, to say the least. And if you feel like that person is worth your time and money, I'm subbed myself to quite a few channels. You know, it's hard. It's hard work. Not to go off on a tangent, but I just wanted to make that clear. So if you invested in Twitch, you kind of need to know what's going on at Twitch. Don't just get mad when things don't go your way. Kind of invest in whatever site, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook gaming. Figure out their rules. See what they're about. Test the waters. Don't feel confined to stay stuck in one space, basically.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's one of the things that, you know, which is why cultivating your own community is so important, because you have a lot of the wider, you know, we could talk about the general community on Twitch all day long about how over the last couple of years it's gotten toxic. You know, there's not much in the way of them preventing certain marginalized groups from feeling the way that they do, you know, and that's a whole nother fucking episode in and of itself.
Oh God, that's fiasco.
With them banning those 3 words, you know, but not banning certain other words, you know, namely the N word, the F word, You know,
and every variation of those
any
words.
variation. Then if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you have Google right in front of you. I'm not going to say those words,
Man,
and I never
look,
will.
we're not going to play these games. We're not going to play these games. Y'all know the N word,
right?
You know the F word,
but you
we're
know,
not playing these games. All right.
That whole thing to me illustrated right there the same thing that's been prevalent in not only gaming but society as a whole, is that marginalized groups will a lot of the times stay that way. I mean, if I were Twitch, you know, and I don't have all the answers, of course, but if I were Twitch or any platform trying to succeed in this industry, you know, you're only as good as the people who use your platform. You know, Twitch would be nothing without anybody on it, without all the partner streams they have, even the non-partner ones that stream just for fun. If someone comes to Twitch who's never been there and they're like, I don't know about this place, this doesn't seem like a good place to be, you know, just give people what the fuck they want. Give us a black tag, give us a black streamer tag, give us a trans tag, give people what the hell they want, because it's only going to strengthen the community as a whole, instead of treating it like it's some rat race, you know, to the top, because that's all it is, you know.
I didn't get that. Since we're on that, I honestly didn't understand the whole tag thing.
So
because no, I mean, I get it. I get what he was saying, right? But I don't get his reasoning behind
why
it.
Yeah.
Because people are going to get harassed anyway. If we're in a stream,
we don't need tags to get harassed. What?
Yeah, it was the stupidest thing I ever heard. I was like, if there's a trans person,
right,
a known trans person who's streaming, right? Trolls go everywhere. They don't need a hashtag. They're going to come in, say some foul shit, regardless of a tag. Oh, the tag's just going to help them find the people. Like,
you know what that sounds like to me is, and I don't mean to cut you off. That to me,
go ahead.
That to me sounds like you're not willing to deal with the bigger problem, and that's
which is the trolls.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to deal with the toxicity of the people that, not even just streamers, the viewers that come to the platform, the little Johnnies, the little Timmies, you know, who can make 1 million fucking accounts, because you don't want to implement better tools to ban people. Like, why is it that when I ban someone, they can still watch me? Or why is it that they can still, you know, they're still allowed to be present even after some of the stuff that they've said? You know, it's the inconsistency of not only the rules, but their decision making. Once again, and this was well before all this stuff happened while I left Twitch, you know, this was only compounding in my head and just what I viewed for myself as part of content creation, not just streaming. Because, and you know, I'm trying not to go off on a tangent, but you know, if you're someone who thinks you're going to get to the point where you can just stream 4 or 5 days a week and then get 1 million subs and 1 million followers and just be full-time streaming, those days are gone. You're about 5 or 6 years too late for that. You know, everybody and their grandmother's streaming now. You have to, you know, and they have to realize that it's about discoverability. We want, once again, as marginalized groups, we want to be able to be discovered by people who are not only like-minded, but other people like us. It's not, correct. It's, you know, it'll help, once again, foster and build communities. But they don't understand that. Tone deaf.
Man, I need a censor button. Damn it. I got to work on that. I'm kind of hype about that censor button, man.
You know, it's crazy to me that we sit here and, you know, these problems are only going to keep persisting. Twitch has to they have to realize that this is going to keep happening.
No. See, this is my theory, man. And I'm trying to be professional here. I'm really trying to be professional because I turned a new goddamn leaf. All right. But I just want, honestly, this is not even me trying to be funny right now. It makes me wonder who really is running the show over at Twitch. Like,
right.
Do y'all sit in these rooms and just come up with these decisions? Like, we plan on pissing our Twitchers off today, so we're going to do this. Like, y'all banning words that means nothing to nobody. Like, are we in high school, but we have racial slurs and stuff running rampant?
certain emotes that are still on the fucking platform to this day that can be used.
To this day, y'all didn't address any of that. Y'all want to focus on simp and virgin. Like
Simp
what?
Version. I think the last
And
one was
whatever the other one
incel.
is.
It was incel.
Man, look, I'm not going to say a word. I don't even know what it means. I don't understand the incel thing. I don't get it. Maybe you can break it down. I don't know.
I'll just say use Google. I don't want to.
Okay. That's
I don't want to get too
fair.
much, but I'll send you something about it and why it got it's.
I never heard no one say that. I heard simp and virgin before.
Yeah. I think it's used in very.
It's just it's negative. Okay,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But I think there's a bigger fish to fry in that pot. We all can agree to that, being that I am a man of color. You are. I have a lot of streamer friends I talk to from various different parts of the globe who all are screaming the same thing. Like, what? I think y'all can use your time better than sitting up here blocking simp. Like, first of all, y'all just. I'm not gonna go on that road, but yeah, I'm not gonna go down that road. But I'm like simp of all words, really.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, I really just want. I mean, because once again, you know, the industry is going to get to a point where a lot of these practices and a lot of things are going to be standardized across platforms in general. But you know, and you've talked to quite a few more streamers than I have about, particularly about like switching platforms and leaving. And we've seen some.
Oh yeah, it's been a discussion.
Yeah, I've seen a couple who were once on Mixer, who were streaming on Twitch, and then some have actually gone to Facebook this week. You know, and for various reasons. Like I said, make sure your reasons are the right ones. You know, if you feel like, you know, Twitch doesn't have your best interest at heart, or it's not the best fit for you anymore, try out other platforms. Do it. Don't sit on your hands waiting for an opportunity to come your way, because honestly, the only way you're gonna make it in this industry a lot of times is luck. It's 100% luck. Like, I might not ever get lucky. I don't care. You know, I'm more interested, for me personally, it's more about the process of creating content. You know, I enjoy what we do here. I do. I was talking to Tina about it the other day. You know, I don't want to just be a streamer. Like, I want to just I want to make all kinds of fucking content.
I don't think, can I be real with you? I don't think no one at this point in the game just want to be a streamer.
And if
I
you
don't
do,
see anyone just sitting there. And I'm not knocking
years late, man. Like, you are.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it, but you got an uphill battle, man.
Almost like, insurmountable. You know, everyone wants to say, "Oh, I'm a variety streamer. I stream this type of game," because I can guarantee you, there's at least one top streamer, a one percenter who already does it and does it better than you, and will continue to do it better.
And this is not discouraging. Don't want to discourage anyone, but also I feel like some people need to hear it.
Yeah.
Some people need to hear it, because I meet a lot of people in the content creating sphere who I try to help them, but sometimes they have like unrealistic expectations of what it is to stream. Once people start streaming and they realize, and I was just talking to Beezy about this. We were just talking about this on Twitter. This is why y'all need to follow me on Twitter. That's not a shameless plug. But we were talking about that, and it was like, what did we just have before we started this show? Tech issues. Yeah. We were 20 minutes late because we had to figure out why there was static in the mic. It's the same thing with streaming. When Cyberpunk crashes your computer in the middle of a stream,
I tried
what
everything.
are you going to do?
Jesus, I tried everything too to fix it.
You gotta on the spot. You gotta fix stuff on the spot. You're your own IT person. You're your own promo. You're your own promo team. If you're doing VODs and videos and stuff like that, you're your own editor. Unless you're a small streamer, so you're not hiring anyone to do this.
No.
So these are all the things you got to think about. That's why I said streaming is work, man. I have to tell people all the time, like, man, it's not just playing video games. If it was that easy, it would be even more people doing it. If it was just somebody sitting here playing the games that they love. But some streamers come in, and when they figure out that it's work, you don't see them no more. I saw it happen a lot on Mixer.
Same. There were a couple of people
come in and they like, yo, They channel just disappeared. I'm like, bro, like I hit them up on Twitter, like, what happened? Oh man, I don't stream no more.
I can't deal with
It's
it.
crazy, man.
I can't take the having 1 or 2 viewers for months on end, talking to myself for months on end. It's not for everybody, man. It's
Hey
not.
man, look, I talk to myself all the time, so I might be perfect for a streamer.
Hey, we have fun around here. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Hey man, and we got stuff like you said, it's fun. I personally just enjoy any kind of creative process.
Right.
After this, like editing the audio to the pod, stuff like that. If it gets my creative juices flowing, I'm usually going to enjoy it. So it is what it is, and I just don't know, man. Twitch, the top brass is just up there in their ivory tower, and I feel like when the little peasants below start to throw stones at the window, they're like, all right, we got to give them something. We got it. They're getting rowdy.
They're starving.
Let's give them something. Yeah, throw down a turkey or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I felt like what this was, man. I honestly felt like we, as content creators, especially on that platform, we haven't breached the tower yet. They had the other lady on there. I can't remember her name. Please forgive me.
The COO.
I literally fell asleep twice. I have the attention span of a snail, so I had to watch her part over again. I was like, Aaron, what are we talking about? Aaron was the girl who was kind of moderating.
She was like the community. She was some sort of community manager for Twitch. I can't remember.
Man, that got to be a hard job. That got to be a hard job.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, just imagine.
She probably get a lot of evil messages.
I would have my DMs closed everywhere if I were her. But at the end of the day, if content creators, if anybody who's a content creator listens to this podcast and takes nothing away from this year, is that you are not safe no matter what platform you belong to. Mixer, gone, out of here, gone, doesn't exist anymore. The same shit can happen to Twitch. Twitch is not immune to change.
This year? Was it this year?
It was this year. It doesn't feel like it, does it?
God, no.
It was like June.
It seemed like it was longer.
It was like June and July. Gone. Out of here, man. Like, educate yourselves, man. Educate yourselves on what's happening around the industry. Don't just think these are isolated incidents. This is not just a Twitch problem. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I want to give a hot take on why I think YouTube works. I'm up here doing weird things with my hands. Don't mind me. I'm trying not to look at myself on the camera because I'm like on my screen.
No, you're good.
When I look at myself, I just get weirded out. So I start
self-realization.
Yeah. I completely forgot. Okay, that's what I was about to say. I think one of the reasons why YouTube works, and this is because people that I talk to, this is why I took this away from this. I think YouTube works because people are used to hearing that name. And what I mean by that, for example, my brother and his friends, we're in a text group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they all want to support the show. They're like, oh man, hey, you got a pod, we'll check it out.
Tell them to follow YouTube. Sub to YouTube.
Yeah. So when you say Twitch, this is when we were on Twitch. They're older gentlemen. They like Twitch, kind of apprehensive, right? Because they're not gamers. They don't really know. So I'm like, yeah, it's on Twitch, blah, blah, blah. And they were kind of like, okay, what's that? And, oh, okay, that's the gaming thing, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I think YouTube, that name is just synonymous across the board.
Yeah.
So now when I told them, like, yo, we're on YouTube, they're like, oh, okay, YouTube. So what's his name? I could just pull him up, It was more like they knew how to maneuver around YouTube. And because even when they were looking on Twitch, it was kind of like, okay, we click on Twitch and then what do we do? Do we just search his name? And there's all these little boxes and who is this and blah, blah, blah. I just think YouTube has been around for so long that everyone kind of knows what it is. So when you say you're on YouTube, it rings bells a little bit more. Now, Twitch has a name for itself too, but Twitch It's just so
Twitch is synonymous with gaming. YouTube is
exactly.
everyone.
Exactly.
Everyone, I've never not met anyone who's never used YouTube for something. You know, whether it's makeup, whether it's travel, whether it's cooking. Like YouTube, you literally, it's a verb. Like people say, I'm going to YouTube it. You know, they turn the name into something that people do. And just like you said, it's been around like 2 decades plus at this point. Twitch has been around, I think like 8 years, like since it changed over from Justin TV, which wasn't that long ago. And I know, and I've heard rumblings of YouTube working on some things to improve the overall live experience, which is why I think it's taking them a little bit longer, because they probably want to tailor it to the entire platform and not just gamers as far as like the live streaming goes. Right. I'm going to predict they're going to announce something in the first 4 months of next year about live streaming, some features or something. I don't know. I don't have any information. That's just a gut feeling I got. And if they do, I mean, Twitch might be in a little bit of trouble, man. Like, they're not doing so hot right now.
I feel like Twitch, like I said, they sitting in a tower right now, and I feel like don't let it come to the point where it's almost too late.
Right.
Start working on stuff now, because I feel like it's almost like a confidence thing, like being a little cocky right now. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, you have the opportunity to create something great. And y'all constantly keep dropping the ball. Right. And sooner or later, people, like right now, I mean, it's just ridiculous when I'm going through streams or the directory and I'm seeing people, oh, well, check me out on YouTube too. And it starts off with, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And then the next thing you know, that person's on YouTube. That's how it always starts off. Like, I could name like at least 5 people. I don't want to put them on blast, but I know 5 people personally, right, who started double dipping, had a big toe in the water, and was like, I don't think this for me. I know somebody who was on Facebook gaming when it first started, and they dipped a big toe into the Twitch world, and they was like, I was like, nah, I'm okay. I'm going to stick to Facebook gaming, because I really thought that this person was going to convert, because I'm like, yo, you're the only reason I have my Facebook account. There's nothing on it. I don't even think you need a Facebook account to watch people, but
no, you don't. You can watch. You can pull people, and I think they have an app for it now. Like Facebook Gaming has an actual app. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, crazy. It really comes down to discoverability. How are you making yourself different? What are you doing different from the other 1,000 people that are doing the same shit as you? Because there are other people doing what you're doing, whether you don't think you exist in a vacuum. You don't. And just be prepared for anything to change at a moment, to have the rug pulled from under you, because it could happen. Once again, I hate to keep bringing up Mixer, but there were people who literally found out day of that the platform was shutting down in a month. And I'm talking about partner streamers, people who were making a living off of Mixer, who all of a sudden had to figure out what they were going to do. And not everybody survives that much change, or not everyone prepares for it. But like I said, man, no platform is immune to any sort of upsetting change. None.
They could be having a meeting right now at YouTube as we speak. Well, this gaming portion that we have in YouTube, it's not really that profitable, so we're going to axe it.
We're gonna cut it. Amazon could be like, hey, Twitch, we're done with you guys. We're separating from y'all.
Hey, Twitch, y'all not generating enough money, and we're damn sure not giving you money to license music. So you know what? Peace.
We're done. It could happen.
We're out of here.
It might sound far-fetched. It might be funny to some people to think that, you know, the company that has like 70% plus of the market share when it comes to live streaming could disappear overnight, but it could. Be prepared.
Do y'all know about quarters? If you know about business, you know about the annual, quarterly reviews. If them numbers not hitting them marks, hey, what can we dispose of? Who can we lay off? We got Twitch. What is Twitch bringing us? Twitch ain't bringing us shit. All right, well,
it'll probably take us more money to get rid of it. Let's lay off 30% of the workforce. oh, you guys aren't. Oh, we're not making money on Twitch Prime subs because they're
And
not.
then guess what?
Let's go ahead and throw ad viewing on top of that.
You got 30% less people working there. So you think it's bad now?
It's a scary world out here, man. Like I just, I just wish once again that the messaging wasn't so tone deaf and they understood that this isn't what it was a few years ago. It seems to me that the leadership at Twitch it seems like they're resistant to change because that costs money in the business world. Change usually is associated with a dollar amount that they don't want to pay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that they don't really see the bigger picture of investing in themselves. Y'all can learn a lesson from this. Invest in yourself and your product. And what I mean by that, let's take Darius for example. You see that mic he's talking in? That mic wasn't always there.
Nope.
He bought a better mic.
It was a gift
to invest in what he believes in. If he want to sound good on the pod, you got to get better stuff. My mic is okay, but I plan on buying another mic soon. Equipment. He has a new camera. Look at that luxurious camera view right there. Look at that. Look at this guy. He's glowing here. All right. He didn't have that soul glow the other day. All right. You have to invest in yourself, man. It's okay to start off like, man, when we started off, oh my God, our first pod episode.
Oh, it was terrible.
We were
winging
that shit. I go back and listen to it. I was like, oh my God.
I have not done that. I need to. I can't even imagine.
I listened to like the first 5 episodes, dude. We were winging it, but we tried to be transparent. Like, hey, look, we on a shoestring budget over here right now. Okay,
making it happen in a tiny
room, and we're still going to improve. Like
Absolutely.
This, you should never be like satisfied or stagnant. You should always want to improve. So, and I don't think Twitch, harping back on Twitch, I don't think that they get that. They just like, oh, this is the formula that's going to work, and we'll just keep toning people out. Yeah, they're gonna. What did the guy say? He said something about one thing I'm proud of is how much our Twitchers complain, or some shit
man,
like that.
just insults on top of insults. Like I said, man, if you think things are okay the way they are,
to the town hall.
Oh man, I don't get it, man.
Spitting in people's face at this point. Oh, I love it when they complain. Oh, that's one thing I'm proud of. Right. You guys complaining, not gonna listen to you.
Hello, Mr. Eli. Welcome to the podcast, man. Hello.
Man,
thank you for stopping.
What's going on, Eli? What's going on? Man? Trying to keep it civil around here. But I'm working on myself. I am a product. I'm working on myself, y'all. All right.
Hey man, you've been doing great, man. Give yourself some credit.
I try. Like I'm trying, man.
Some credit, man. You've been doing really well.
I've grown. Okay, I've grown like my beard. Okay, but
chilling, thinking about.
I don't have anything else to say about Twitch. Got anything else you want to lay on?
I don't, man. I think that's a good way to wrap up the episode. We're doing pretty good, man. You actually came at the end of the podcast, but we're gonna be playing some games after. So if you want to stick around. And we can talk about millions. I like talking about money, sure. But yeah. So, I mean, to sum it up, guys, like I said, man, just be ready for change. It could come anytime. Educate yourselves about business, whatever industry you find yourself a part of. Educate yourselves, man. Information is king. They say that for a reason.
And we didn't get to touch on the debacle that is Cyberpunk right now.
I think that's going to be an entire episode on its own.
We're probably going to talk about that next week because stuff is still rolling in. We really didn't want to talk about it too much with so much information that's still being thrown out there. Yeah. And I think next week, maybe it'll die down by next week.
No, it won't. They're not people. The things that's going on with Cyberpunk right now is stuff I have never seen with a game as large as that.
This game is breaking all the wrong history right now.
It is, man. Can we talk about music? Maybe we could do a side episode on music. We really focus on gaming and content creation and stuff around here, man. If this is your first time here, but we are not opposed to talking about different kind of things. But I think that's going to be a wrap on the audio version of the podcast, man. If you guys are listening to the audio only version, we do stream on YouTube every Saturday at noon Eastern. We also record live, so check us out, man. Like I said, first cam appearance of our guy DC, man. We can afford to get him a body now. He has a real human body. That's his real face.
Hey, I'm here, man.
And he does not dye his beard. For those of you who are going to say it inevitably, I know someone's going to ask. He does not.
No, we do not. We do not Beijing over here. All right, we keep it thorough.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are listening to the audio version, it's going to be the end. Thank you guys for hanging out today, man. You can find me on Twitter at Darius_. No, that's Instagram, Darius_the_artist. On Twitch, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me Darius on Twitch. And once again, every week I say I need to change it. And YouTube, if you're here, you can find me at Darius the Artist, man. Easy peasy. DC, where can the good people find you?
Well, guys, look, I can actually point up there now.
Yes. Look up
there. Look up. Wait, is that? Oh, that's your name. So it'll be look that way.
Oh, it's funny how it's reversed, though.
Yeah, look that way. Over there.
That's hilarious.
It's gonna be one LANGODOTCOM on Instagram and Twitter. And I almost wore my Xbox shirt today to combat that PlayStation shirt.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Legendary.
But yeah, that's where you guys can reach me. I'm actually working on some things. I want to give a special shout out to Beezy. Today is his first charity stream.
That is true.
He's doing a big charity stream, man. I'm going to go over there, check him out. I might throw some donos his way.
I gotta make sure to stop.
That's really the only shout out that I have, man. And we got the big 5-0 episode coming up. I'm going to get a black cake.
Yeah, we're gonna have something special for that, and for the 1 year episode.
We're gonna have cats. Yeah. All right. We're gonna have cats and cake. I don't even know what that means.
Next week's episode, we might have to talk. We'll let you guys know because my work schedule changed. I have to work next Saturday. But either will be recorded earlier or recorded later. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it off stream.
What? Yeah. What are we playing today?
Warzone. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of the audio version, man. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. If you guys are here for the stream, stick around. We're gonna play some video games. That's gonna be the end. We'll see you guys later, man. Peace.